Okay, that's all working. That's good. We're going to be playing the Shapeshifting Detective, which is an FMV game. That was very crackly. And, yeah. I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm sure. I don't know nothing about this game. I don't know nothing about the story. I don't know nothing about nothing.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock, and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
I should have looked for subtitles.
You need to learn when to keep
Never
your
mind,
mouth
they're already
shut.
on. That's a deer. Am I Sam?
Exactly. Rewind.
Um...
You're listening to Radio August.
Okay, I can't skip
Dark
this.
Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock, and I'm Alice Monroe
I guess
with
I
your
was supposed
August
to hit
update.
the trash
August
can.
police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night.
21-year-old
Chief
Dorota
DuPont
Shaw.
is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline.
Nice.
It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
Okay, this time I'll learn how to keep my mouth shut.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. You know why you're here, don't you?
I deleted a question?
The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time? Splendid. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
It's gonna keep deleting questions.
Understood?
Oh, I can't.
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Deprecated.
I'm sure that
We
means
expect
something.
you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old
Barley.
Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules.
In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
If the carpets are priceless, why not hang them on the wall as tapestries?
Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
Murder?
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
That's a weird way to put that.
Just finishing.
Predicting the future.
You don't believe?
It was just a question. Sure,
That
why
sounds
not?
serious. You must have a serious job to do.
I know.
Hi,
you.
I'm Bronwyn.
You were in their other game that I've watched that I don't remember the name of. But it was also about a murder.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Sure.
So, what's your question, Sam?
Are you guilty?
Oh. The Page of Cups. It suggests I'm innocent of whatever it is I'm being accused of.
I'm sure it does.
I'm going to be seeing a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam? Mysterious. But I know you're in room 4, Sam. Don't do anything I wouldn't do in there.
What does that
Get
mean?
about a week's warning, so clearly holidays are out. I dare not be anywhere where I don't know the ground well. Work was difficult, so I went freelance as soon as I could manage to earn enough to make ends meet. Then at least that worked out pretty well. Programming makes me good money. I can work from home and no one misses me if I drop out of circulation for a week or two. I find myself wondering how many others there are out there. How many beasts? Or am I just one amongst many vehicles for a single slayer? There surely must be others.
Slayer?
I cannot believe I am unique amongst all mankind, and if I am, then why me? I've tried to be discriminating in my victims.
You
No
could see the
true
shadow
innocents
of
have
the
been fed to the
camera
beast,
on
though
the
that
side
first
there.
time was pretty close. But everyone since has put themselves in my path. It's a way to live with the monstrosity of it. It's barbaric, but at least I tell myself the Slayer
This
only
reminds
takes
me of
those
Ghost
that the world is
Adventures.
better off without.
See, look at the camera
I
on the
find a good
gimbal.
spot. The entrance to a yard, deep in shadow, under dark walls with a shuttered double door. Just a drunk taking a piss. I stagger into the killing ground. For a moment, I think the
Why
footsteps
are you
going
licking the
past,
floor?
But he, and it is always he, is just being careful before he doubles back. I take my time, leaning forward, hands on hips.
I dip, you
Slayer
dip, we
quivers
dip.
with anticipation within me. Hey mate, you got a light? Voice is higher pitched than I expected, nerves making him speak, perhaps.
Nerds?
I turn slowly as if I'm a little off balance. Sorry, I don't smoke. I look him in the face. He looks rough. Sweating, even though it's after midnight and cool. His eyes are glazed over with large pupils. The spots on his neck seem to shine in the distant neon. I can smell his breath, sour with the stink of rotting teeth. A smackhead, I guess, in need of his medicine. Well, he had more choices about his life than me.
Is he doing heroin or is he
Fuck you!
drunk?
Give me the money!
Or does
He pulls out the
smoke?
knife from inside his jacket. 8 inches. Big enough to skewer an elephant. And I'm relieved. I needed to see the threat. I relax and open the gates. Let the Slayer come through. Ringside
through,
seat
Queen.
as the Terminator or Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson or all three combined takes control of my body and pours through it. The wild exhilaration of the beast sets my senses on fire, even though I'm riding pillion. The hunter now becomes the hunted, freezes. My hand seize him with strength many times my own. My right hand crushes his larynx as the left reaches the knife from his, dislocating his elbow. Blood gushes from his mouth and nose. I turn his head away to avoid the spray and feel his neck break under my hand. The beast drinks in his life force as it spills out, greedily lapping it like a cat at pool of spilt milk. A great warm surge of energy courses through me, just a trickle of the stream the Slayer is drawing in.
This is just a person reading something, not telling a
broken
story.
Body crumbles in my grasp.
Like, you know what I mean?
He has fouled himself. I can smell the shit mingled with the hot blood.
Like, it's not somebody recounting
Toss the
something
body
that
away,
happened to
expecting it to
them.
flutter in the air. The
It's
torn
somebody
wrapper,
reading
a
a book,
toothsome morsel.
essentially.
The ecstasy fades, recalling me to the coldness of the night. Time to get out of here. Not running. That draws attention. Walk briskly and purposefully away from the broken heap in the shadows. A long walk to the night bus. Past a couple of stops. Missing one bus. A thin drizzle mists the streetlight. I pull my hood closer, seeking anonymity, meeting no eyes as I walk. Trafalgar Square at last. So full of people, none of them knowing, an almost post-orgasmic lethargy fills me as I wait in the rain. By the time the night bus arrives, the high has passed, leaving me drained and depressed. And as I think about the weeks ahead of me, the paranoid wait to see if they're going to catch me this time, I pay the driver and head for the back of the bus, sit by a window and watch London go by as through the grimy glass. Then there's another long walk through the rain, the tiredness dragging on my legs, the muscles taut with cramp. Safe home at last. A one-bedroom flat in the most anonymous block I could find. I relax in a warm bath and wonder whether they've found the body yet. Feel the satiated slumber of the beast, and the memory of the assault grows hazy. I long to sleep myself, but everything must be put in order. The clothes I wore are bagged and ready for disposal. I'll take them to the dump tomorrow first thing. Then I'll need to trawl through the charity shops ready for the next time. Because there will be a next time and another after that. Hopefully I'll get a bit of peace and my life can be normal for a while, but in the longer term I can see no end to it. I know I can't resist the Slayer's needs, and I have no idea how long it will continue, so I am left with the image of myself 60 years from now, battering a victim with my walking frame to feed the beast. The old man walked down the alley as fast as his arthritis would allow him. He was looking forward to a good long soak in a hot bath to restore the circulation to his extremities, and after that, well, he needed a new coat anyway. He wondered how many times more he would have to do this. It had been a good while since the last. Maybe now he was so frail the beast would release him and grant him peace in his final years. Surely it owed him that. In his heart, he doubted it was over. In 60 years, the Slayer had never been merciful. Back in the deep shadow, beneath the broken street lamp, lay the bodies of two young men.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe. So, we have Gabby's dream. So, Gabby said that she's grocery shopping, and when she finally gets to the checkout, there's a huge queue. Now, when she gets to the cashier, she realizes she's left her money at home. And then the cashier makes her put everything back on the shelves, but it never ends. And every time she comes back to the cart, it seems more full than before.
Got it. This is just like a radio program.
I do like dreams like this, Poe. Please tell me.
Sorry I waited so long. I thought it was important to the story and not just a Argyle stalwart cool man servant type radio serial drama. Shifting locked.
They have to put everything back the way it was.
That's it?
You know what, Poe? I think you
After
might
all
need a
that?
promotion.
To deputy dream interpreter.
I mean, keep going the way you're going, and I might be out of a job.
Oh, we need you, Alice.
Good, you got my message.
This is
Chief
the
Inspector
guy.
DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered? Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously.
Why can I not?
Because things. I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it? Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you. Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork. Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
One moment. One moment. Hold on. No, not that one. Wait. Contradiction. Contradiction is the other game that was like this, that this guy is the main guy. And Jesus, that took forever to find.
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself. Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th, at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Do you have an alibi?
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I?
Yeah, everyone's a
Okay.
suspect.
I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius. In her bedroom, she was naked.
Naked.
Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this.
Interesting.
One thing only the killer would know.
A gold coin in her mouth to pay the ferryman? Greek mythology? Karen's obol under the tongue? Well, not under the tongue, just in the mouth, I guess. Interesting.
Forward here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle that.
Did she?
She didn't kill anyone. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
He's got the
Not much.
thing that
Perhaps
was
you
in
should do
the
some investigating?
other place, the radio.
At least for now. It needed help with its camouflage. A human mind to wear, like a shell for hermit crab. I agreed
So
to help
Violet
the
visit
bag lady with
Bronwyn,
its
visit
disguise.
Rain.
Yes,
Is it Lexi? Can I turn this down a bit?
I agreed to help. I thought to the bag lady that it will do no good for its disguise to float.
To
I
visit
assume you've been to
Violetta.
see Chief DuPont already.
I have. Did you know
Not
her?
really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Okay, well that's something very suspicious that you would say.
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent.
My lambkin.
Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
I like her hair.
Sorry. I'm gossiping.
And her outfit.
I don't want to talk
It goes
ill
well
of the
with her
dead.
hair.
Ask her boyfriend.
You just called her a slut.
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church.
The hell is a vicarage?
Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing
Is that
people
like a
already.
convent? Oh, you're taking pills.
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking about
More
asking
than
them to
one.
leave, actually. Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos. I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
This lady is clearly some form of psycho.
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
You're a shifter, are you? Or a beast from the radio story? Have you ever been to Herodotus' house?
No, and I didn't murder her, if that's what you're asking.
Chief DuPont said you were taking pills. K-pasta.
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety.
Let's see, what do I
I'm a
have
very
here?
anxious person.
I got fluoxetine. I got clonidine. I got Benadryl. I got extra strength headache medicine. Oh shit, did I take this last night? I did take that last night, okay.
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
Ooh. That's a good idea. That I'm not gonna write down.
worm inside my brain. Small talk with the servers at the
What if I visit her again? Nothing, okay.
restaurant. Not these ones. The worm
Let's visit
Sam.
Bronwyn.
Is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
You're not the lady from Contradiction. I have some questions. How did you predict the murder? Did you predict the murder? Where
In
were
my
you
room
last night?
reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
I think she's pretty. Saved
She
you.
came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
9 at the same time that the chief was in his room. All these camera angles in slow motion still make me think of Ghost Adventures.
I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
This place seems pretty standard cottage. Not cottage, but like... Not hotel, but not a place where someone would live. Let's see. Some questions about the murder. How did you
We
predict
saw it in the
murder?
cards, not images.
I need to fucking
Feelings,
know this
impressions.
thing.
Tarot can be very powerful.
Can't you
Not
ask who the
these
killer
cards.
is?
They only tell us what they want us to know.
Well, that's convenient. I have some questions about
Chief
the
DuPont thinks I
murder.
did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
Are you guys not allowed to leave here? Why should I convince him?
All I'm asking is that you dig a little deeper than the chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death.
Why isn't everybody in a holding cell or something?
We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
Okay.
Unaware of what lurks above them.
I have to pee.
You must be a new guest.
Hello.
Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
I'm Samantha.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way. So it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
Why would that... Does England... this is probably Wales, isn't it? Does England not have hot water heaters? That wouldn't make sense. What do you know about Dorota?
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair.
Oh, just like the what's-her-face.
Talented musician.
Red hair like Violet. Who's the next victim?
Next victim? Whoa! Hold on a sec. We don't even know if there's going to be a next victim or not.
But you look
We'll
insane.
do another group reading soon, and then
What
we'll
a
have a better
weird
idea.
upper lip you have. I think it's because you have no upper lip that it makes the maxilla portion look enormous. You very thin lip. You're wearing slippers at this time of night with the sun coming in the window?
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in
Kind
God,
of
but I
Jimmy
was still
Fallon
praying.
like.
It didn't work.
Did you say praying?
I don't believe in anything. But I also believe anything is possible, so... it's a conundrum. We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
Continuity error. It's nighttime and it's bright daylight outside. What is this group
The
reading?
three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own.
They like using the one-sided lighting so half of the faces are black. Or in shadow, rather. This is kind of Rembrandt lighting here with the triangle of light on the opposite side of the nose.
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. It's a
That was weird.
special deck.
Why did it skip like that? Can I see this Mercury?
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
So way around wrecked cars, drawing even closer.
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It
Stop being
doesn't
so
really
innuendo-ish.
answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Sure.
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now.
I'm getting there. Got a lot to work on, though. So no.
Mercury agrees with you.
Oh, what a surprise.
It's nice that you're being honest with me and with yourself.
Okay.
Sprinklers.
You guys listen to this while I pee.
Until Emma slowly rises.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. Okay, so please explain to the listeners what the object is that you are holding.
I mean, it's very, very heavy. It's wooden, and
Correct?
it's got engravings on it. I think are they animals?
There could be animals, and some people might interpret them as animals.
But there's 4 figures on it. Perhaps a walking cross, maybe?
What was the object used for, what do you think?
Only use I can see is maybe to hang something on, like a coat or
You could do that, but it's good house kind of the household item.
I honestly...
I doubt you've ever used one of those. You've never used a mangle.
A mangle?
Yeah.
For clothing?
Yeah. Its only job is literally to flatten bed sheets. That's what it is.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody takes that amount of care nowadays. But this particular mangle was used to crush 4 young women in Kiruna in the 1960s.
Oh my gosh.
They were all identical quadruplets, aged 17. Apparently, their essence remains ingrained in the mangle. But I obviously can't vouch for that.
Why were they crushed?
Good question. I do not know.
Oh
And nobody
You
will.
can have it back.
Who's this Lexi
personally.
character?
Hi.
Hello.
Sam, is it? Come on in.
That says
Make yourself
Richard.
at home. Mi casa es su casa.
Orchard.
Come on.
Did you know Dorota?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
I like your dress. How did you know she was going
Good
to
old-fashioned
die?
fortune telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
Squirrel.
You've done your research. The happy squirrel was vague and mysterious, but not evil.
So what is the
The
most
Five of
dangerous
Swords.
card?
I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
You drew the 5 of Swords
Yeah,
for
I did.
Dorota?
Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
They keep trying to throw Bronwyn under the bus. How
She's
well do
like
you
my
know
big
her?
sister, so pretty well.
Do you think she
No.
killed her? Hmm? Why did you come to Auguste?
The cards told us to. Well, the cards in Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
So Rain is the leader of your group.
No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
A job.
I didn't say job. I said job.
What?
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
A cheese obelisk. You are insane. Your eyes are fully open, like an insane person's would be.
No, you don't. I was in my
Okay.
room all night with Bronwyn. We were
What time?
painting our nails.
In your room? You were in your room all night? Because she said you were in her room. Actually, she just said you guys got together at 9. I guess it could have come back to this room.
No, I mean...
Your nails aren't even painted.
I've already cleaned it off.
Fridge. Then it had been easy to stay.
We're going to
thin.
Bronwyn to see her nails. Also unpainted.
She failed everything else. By lunchtime, she'd cut a small square of cheese because she was weak.
Not a small square cheese.
By late afternoon,
So, Rain, you're the leader. Then I can't say
and
anything
ate it
about
in her
that.
bedroom like she was 13 again.
Go to my room.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Oh, I can transform into the people? Really? Even the chief? Well, then I want to be this lady to go talk to Bronwyn.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
Interesting.
More, but only one kind would do. The
Let's go
African.
talk to
What's up,
Bronwyn.
Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
Did the tarot tell
I'm
you
worried
that?
about our alibi. I'm worried about our
Oh.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Violet. I didn't see her last night, did you?
You think she's the murderer? Did Violet know?
I have no idea. They're both redheads. Maybe August has a club.
More. She just had to do
Odd.
as she was told.
Something's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
Are you looking to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
Your eyes are very blue. That
Very
makes you a
peaky.
bad person.
In truth, the parrot was better at being mother than mother had been.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave.
Have you been speaking to Sam?
Of course.
You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
The police want alibis from everyone for last night.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Alice, this object that I've just handed to you, what do you think it is?
Okay.
You know is that it has 3
Interesting. Wait, can I talk to the chief as Lexi?
Metal in one of our earlier shows, do you remember? It was the same.
What is it, Miss Taylor?
Oh.
Why did you hire Sam? Who would want to kill Dorota?
Who's Dorota's
Dorota's
boyfriend?
boyfriend seems sweet. Are Dorota's family safe?
Why? What are you going to do?
Nothing, just checking.
I've got my eye on you, Lexi Taylor. Lexi. Rain. Are they even your real names?
Why did you hire Sam?
Have you met him?
Yes.
Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction?
Because of the game
Not exactly a written
contradiction?
statement.
Sorry, I meant no.
Oh, Maya, shut up.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Why did you hire Sam?
I didn't hire Sam, the Shaw family did.
No, they didn't. Why did you hire Sam?
Tarot cards tell you that. Listen, Sam gets results. Nobody knows how, but the results are got. I want the killer found as quickly as possible. You got a problem with that?
Who would want to kill Dorota?
You doing your own investigation? Great! Let me know when you find out.
Bronwyn thinks you've got it in for her.
I go after bad guys. If she's a bad guy, then I've got it in for her.
Why weren't the police protecting Dorota?
Why would they have been?
What were you doing Monday night?
Well, let me see, Detective Taylor. Ask the surveillance cameras. I was here till I got the call.
Wanted to keep it, but she couldn't. Not with how it mocked her. See, it said.
Oh.
Hi, I'm...
Maya.
Hi. Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Oh shit. I thought I was going to
Hello.
go talk to her.
I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Well, now
Reached
that I'm
for
her.
a slice of bread. I wouldn't if I...
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
No thanks.
Sure.
Great. What do you want to know about?
The murder.
Interesting choice. So do the cards. 8 of Wands. Everything's happening all at once.
Maya.
You have to act fast, or at least someone does.
Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday evening.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of
You
yours. It's
stayed in
called
your room.
He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's mine?
You stayed in your room. I have it under the impression that you and Lexi were together making your nails different colors.
Your name's written on the inside cover.
Mine would do.
My,
The African grey was a good fit for Mother.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure.
This guy's so creepy.
How long are you planning to be here?
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave, or you...
Maybe it's
kick
the
us
bowl
out,
cut.
obviously.
And the
How
creepy
did
face.
you know Dorota was going to die?
We didn't know she was definitely going to die, only that she was definitely in danger of dying. Tarot cards can tell you a lot when you know what you're looking for.
Told, like the good girl she always was.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant evening last night?
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you?
Oh no, was I sleepwalking again? I haven't done that since... for ages. I didn't come into your room, did I?
No. Yes.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I do that. It only seems to happen when there's a lot of bad energy floating around. Bronwyn says I just stand there and stare. I didn't catch you, not sleeping, did I?
And harder. There were no more soft little rolls of fat to make her tender. Just thin skin and hard bone.
What's going on, Violet? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Well, what are you doing here then? You said you'd help me. I just need you to keep an eye on the guests and let me know if you see anything strange. So, if you're here, who's doing that?
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Firstly, thank you for writing this one in. She says,
Interesting.
I dream that I'm in a strange house.
I become chief.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
I leave.
Me out of him until the whole room is covered in bugs.
I speak
Who
to
knows
Violet.
whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude.
Right decision for
How's
what?
Bronwyn been?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
What were you doing last night?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember.
Maya.
I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
How can you not remember, Violet?
I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
Well, I can tell you.
Chief DuPont. What a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
Who are you really, Bronwyn Castle?
Does it bother you, Chief DuPont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am?
I think you're Scottish.
You're a con artist.
I haven't asked anyone for a penny.
Thank you for your dreams.
Good evening, Chief DuPont.
Dorota's family, what does the tarot say about them?
I can do a reading if you want.
Yes.
It's the Five of Cups. It talks about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one.
Bronwyn ever been arrested?
Not since I've met her. She's a lawful good type character, if you play D&D.
Lexi ever been in trouble with the police?
No. Not to my knowledge. She's sweet and innocent. Or haven't you picked up on that yet?
Others, similar sculptures, in a tunnel of caves in Mexico.
What a weird way to talk to the chief of police.
Oh, Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock. What is it? What have I done?
Tell me about Bronwyn.
She's an Aquarius, her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know?
Is she your leader?
Leader? This isn't a cult. She looks after me and Rain, makes sure we eat healthy and brush our teeth.
Why are you here in August?
Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny.
Do you know anyone here?
No, I can honestly swear I don't know any Augustivs? Augustonians? Augustins until we got here.
What were you doing last night?
Nothing. I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on a Bron can vouch for me.
Lighting up another cigarette. Cough. 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 The dais, if you can call it that.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Shit!
Hi,
Again, I
I'm
thought that was
Lexi.
to talk to them.
I'm Lexi.
Hello, I'm Rain.
This is a phone from his jacket. It hits a speed dial number. After a few rings, it's answered.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. Okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Psychopathic tendencies?
Maybe. Maybe Bronwyn and Dorota were secretly lovers. And Bronwyn found out that Dorota was seeing someone else and killed her in a jealous fit of rage. Or
Insane
maybe it's
eyes.
just another one of your twisted late night fantasies, in which case, leave me out of it.
It's Zoe dead. I did them a favor. And I...
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
What we did last night?
As far as Sam's concerned, me and Lexi were together and you were praying in your room. It's half true, at least.
That was before I knew you were a killer. Her pace quickens. Cough. Cough. Coughing more. And stands his ground that you can go back to hell, or wherever it is you came from.
Ray, I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Yeah.
You don't want to see me when I'm angry. A woman is dead. Go play card games somewhere else, or whatever the hell it is you do.
Himself as the girl leaps onto him, crashing him backwards onto the grassy floor.
Violet is gone.
Thud, crunch. His head hits the angled.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Transfer of energy takes place that can only truly be visualized.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that.
So Bronwyn called in.
I'm brave, but I'm not stupid.
He tried to kill me. I know.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Birmingham?
The Traveller? Dead girls? Ring any bells?
Traveller?
Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you?
Of course.
Well, stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
Is that it has three circles all...
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay. I'm okay.
Good. It's not our fault this stuff happens. We're just the messengers.
Messengers.
Are you asking me or telling me? Yes, we've seen a lot of stuff. You seem weird. Just go and regroup or something, then come back and make me feel better about myself.
I see, but it's small as well, and it has 3 circles attached.
Miss Castle, I'm surprised to see you here.
I didn't kill Dorota.
You're a prime suspect, and your alibi is that you were in the guest house with another prime suspect at the time. It doesn't look good for you.
Have you got a problem with...
Everyone has a problem with you, Bronwyn. I can arrest you for something right now. How does perverting the course of justice sound? Oh, you are pushing me today, young lady.
With 3 circles. It was excavated at Brindley Hill, the site of a standing circle within August. You might have seen it.
Can I talk to Rain as Lexi? And he brings up
Hi,
Birmingham
I'm
again.
Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Welcome to Poe's...
No.
Okay, so please explain to the listeners what the object...
And
Correct.
it's got engravings on it, and I think they're...
And some people might interpret them as animals.
Claude, look, why am I being asked all of these questions? What have you said to Sam? Well, that's not the impression I'm getting. No, Claude, you listen to me. We had a deal and you said no questions asked, and a lot of questions are being asked. No, I'm not the killer, so why is everybody asking me all of these questions?
You're the only one without an alibi?
Fine. Yes, goodbye, Claude.
Young women in Kiruna in the 1960s.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently, their essence remains ingrained.
Oh wait, I already visited you.
So you can't vouch for that.
Why were they crushed?
Nothing?
You can have it back.
I personally just use it to flatten bed sheets. It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
A network error.
You've interpreted so many dreams.
Who are you? Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a whole day. Typical of them. Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, hanging out. I left at about 5. Playing football. It was just 5-a-side.
At
finished
9
about
at night?
9:30. I called her, but she never picked up. Not long, a couple of months maybe. But we did care for each other. No one. She was really popular. Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music. What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place you could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
It's a lot of PlayStation and Switch games back there.
Not hidden. Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys. Just, she had these, voyeur fantasies. Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Thank you for your dreams.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright? Yep, that's what you told me too. Not a suspect. Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them.
Except for Violet.
Got any reason for saying that?
She's creepy?
I'll look into it. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one.
Yeah.
The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night.
Maya!
That's it. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone.
Come on.
Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree
skip
which one.
these.
The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. That's it.
And then more worriedly, who are you? Looking down at her semi-naked, blood-drenched body, the girl sighs and turns her attention to Lung.
Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam? The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know. Would you, Sam? She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
Why do you care?
Not really, just gossip. Apparently she went to have some portrait photos done and started stripping off. Weston's photographic. Zach Weston. He'll get himself into trouble one of these days. If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset.
Why?
Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
At Weston's Photographic, off the high road. It's late, but he's always there. I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Faraway dimension. Lungs' eyes roll into the back of his skull. He stops moving. The stream flows smoothly in the distance. The girl reaches for something in Lung's jacket.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today. Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down her neck, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true.
That's a weird thing to say.
To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
You're a tarot reader. It's your job to lie.
I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone reading service, and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about. Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking. No, I wouldn't know how. I'm a tarot reader, not a medium. Maybe I should have pretended, though. Made up some fake message from her to give him some comfort. You lie once, and you just have to keep going, don't you?
Was home for a while. Woke up one morning to find Tenzin rooting around in there. Worse.
Sam, what can I do for you? Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either.
What do you mean save?
The problem with travellers is... Let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
No.
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it. We're trying to save people. I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them.
Huh.
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name. It kinda did. It's hard getting an exact name out of 78 cards. But considering we'd never heard of Dorota Shaw, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise. No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest. Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota. Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here. Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
I see.
Every time I find a new room, there's another room leading off it.
Hi Sam, back for more already? No, I think Bronwyn met him though.
True.
You'd have to ask her, or him. It's not my place to say. I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble? Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though, cross my heart and hope to die. Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device? Want to know how it works? Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. We're so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me? Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead.
Several hours ahead. So that means between the time that you found out about her and the time she died in the real world, it had only been a few hours, but you had time to book this hotel and also travel from Birmingham to August.
I know, mind-blowing. Traveller, that's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
Okay, well, you're clearly...
Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
In one of our earlier shows, do you remember? It's the same material.
Oh.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
Weird.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
I need to speak to Rain as Bronwyn.
In ancient times, why might people...
And tell him
wear
it's okay to talk about travelers.
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check. You're right. You know...
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
I told them the truth. That I was in my room.
Praying.
I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading?
Looks that way. Have you been feeling possessed lately?
Why possessed?
You're kidding, right?
I crawl out of Jimmy's upside-down Toyota, clutching his spare magazine.
Oh, Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love me?
Of course I do, Bron. See? And now that's on film. I hope you enjoyed that, Violet. Listen, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our alibi?
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes. No. Yes. No. No.
Where were you? Ron, don't mess me around, you're scaring me.
I'm just kidding, I was here all night. I was at Dorota's house.
Sure, if we're going crazy, we're
No.
going crazy.
No, you weren't. I don't know why you're saying that, but I know Bronwyn Castle and she's no murderer. Just drop it.
Maya! What is wrong with you? Stop.
I raised Jimmy's gun, but she's in cover before I can aim.
I'm truly sorry about Dorota. I didn't see you here.
What are you implying?
It's just suspicious.
Does anyone really care that Dorota is dead?
I'm truly sorry about Dorota.
Blood and blood. The fourth hits a square in the chest. She raises her head.
I can't talk to you about the Birmingham?
Straight through her skull. Spraying crimson.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Until Emma slowly rises.
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
Okay, so we've
Okay.
heard from Alex, and Alex has said that now it's a woman lying in a
Interesting.
lake with her eyes closed and her black.
Interesting.
She must be dead. No one can breathe that.
Interesting.
She opens her eyes, and I realize it's not her that's on.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Of the eyes. I mean,
I
that's,
wonder.
That's interesting. So it's.
Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar, the guy I met this morning? The one I told you about. Yes.
This morning.
What did he want?
Answers. Reassurance.
But she was killed. Right.
Forgiveness.
Do you think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to
You
do.
had a piercing here, it seems.
But then they're realizing they're doing it themselves.
You know, Poe, I think you're actually getting a lot better at this.
Thank you very much.
So, obviously, once again.
I already visited you and said.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
No. Stop being silly.
To emotional stress. So, if I'm honest, Alex, and I hope you're the. Believe that perhaps something is weighing heavily on your mind, and perhaps it's a secret about someone else that you have.
Can I visit the photographer?
But thank you again for sharing with us. It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Yard exposed to the well's contents.
I can, but I have to pee again.
It sounds awful.
Quite creepy. Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe. So Simeon's written in to say, I'm climbing the stairs of a tall stone tower, and it just keeps going up and up and up. And I always wake up before I reach the top. What do you think, Poe?
Oh, that is quite an interesting dream. I would say he is someone who wants to reach heights that they've never seen, and I think they're very ambitious, and they might be a little over ambitious.
Well, I can in fact tell you that a tower does in fact symbolize a quest for understanding.
Understanding?
And climbing stairs can show that you're achieving your goals.
Oh, so he is achieving his goals.
So, what I think is happening here is that you are striving for success, but you don't feel worthy of it. And it could be you're suffering from imposter syndrome, which is actually quite a common thing to suffer from. But what I can say to you, Simeon, is that you need to start believing in yourself. It's very important that you believe in yourself, and if good things happen to you, then please just embrace them. Embrace them and keep moving forward and keep striving for the best. Thank you for your dreams.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. There you go, Alice. What's this object? What do you think?
Well, it's quite heavy, and it feels like I think perhaps it's metal of some sort. It's like an Asian animal, but I'm not sure.
What animal do you think it might be?
It's perhaps a Chinese dragon?
Not quite a dragon.
Or a lion with wings?
You're right.
A winged lion?
Lion dog, actually.
Oh, right. Of course.
You were right about Asian, a Chinese bronze lion dog statue.
With wings.
With wings. One of a pair originally donated to August's public library by Lord Worthing, but later sold to raise funds. The library burned down 3 weeks after their sale. Would you believe it?
Wow.
They normally come in pairs and have many uses, but when used correctly in a pair, its feng shui guards against evil.
Oh, wow.
That's what can happen when you sell something that guards against evil.
I think I'd quite like to have a guard against evil.
Particularly in August at the moment. Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed. Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. Okay, Monroe, here's the object for today.
It's definitely made out of silver.
Well done. It is made of silver.
It sort of looks like a whistle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's part of it. Whistle.
I'm not sure what the ball on the end's for.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a silver rattle and whistle.
Oh.
It was found within a sealed well at St. Augustine's, along with the bones of 17 children.
Oh.
It was discovered just over a decade ago, after a sudden sinkhole in the graveyard exposed the well's contents. So that's quite a history to it, doesn't it?
That sounds awful.
Quite creepy. Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed. Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. Okay, so please explain to the listeners what the object is that you are holding.
I mean, it's very, very heavy. It's wooden, and...
Correct.
It's got engravings on it. I think are they animals?
There could be animals. And some people might interpret them as animals.
But there's 4 figures on it. Perhaps walking across, maybe?
I hope you've been enjoying these stories, because I got rice.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or
Hello,
make an
handsome.
appointment online.
Wait, you are significantly younger than Violet, but she says she remembers you taking her pictures when she was 4.
Yes. What do you want?
Your number?
The Shores. Oh, you mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy?
Pretty much.
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota? I remember now.
It's been claimed that she was definitely one of your
For the August
customers.
Chronicle. She won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot.
Right.
No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat. If you ask me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
But Violet says you took her boudoir shots.
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there.
Hot rice. Very hot rice.
You can see. There's photos here. Her on the cello. Yeah. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
An out of focus picture.
I think she's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
Oh, hot.
What do you mean? Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography.
I'm a photographer, yes.
Dorota saw my boudoir set and asked me to take some shots. It's all very tasteful. A lot of women have them done as gifts for their husbands or boyfriends or girlfriends, I suppose. She didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume.
You're acting very suspicious.
Yeah. I'm usually here most nights.
That's what Violet said as well.
I live here, detective. Long story short, I'm divorced. My wife got the house. My business is all I have left. Friends, yes. I know Violet very well.
Lovers?
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty
hell does that
exterior
mean?
comes a soft, warm center.
Takes what very well?
I'm sorry, my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
A
tower block. Gravity accelerates me towards the pavement. 32 stories.
No? Who's that? Never heard of him. Who what? Boudoir photos?
Photos.
She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them? I get it now. That's why you're asking about Zach Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
Seems suspicious.
Between us, we...
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know. And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two there. Well, let's do it for
I'm getting
Oscar, I
a
don't
sense
know.
for that.
Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork.
Bronwyn?
That's what he says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now. I think you're supposed to tell me that. If he was taking photos of Dorota, maybe he fell for her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. Wish I had one.
I believe Rain
The
or
Dreamtime
Lexi
Hotel was
inferred
littered with
that
Tenzin's white
Bronwyn
cigarette
was into
butts,
her,
like scattered
or she was
finger
into
bones.
Bronwyn.
He gave me one long final.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Got to pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Scent is always the first sense to return.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
You is breathtaking.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, oh no. He did mention Dorota.
Really?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. You know what that means. It was Dorota Shaw. Fine, Sam.
And why did he act like he didn't know her if he's sleeping with her?
Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3. You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Red hair.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
So that's what you mean about being possessed.
Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
A few million years.
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
With his sleeves and stands his ground, that you can go back to hell, or wherever it is you came from. Bang! 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 The bullets whip.
Interesting.
Do we really have to? How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it. He thinks he's irresistible to women.
That would make sense.
No.
Hi, tiny child.
The phone. She hit speed dial.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
The Five of Swords.
Why did
It's the same card as yesterday.
card expand?
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands.
The pattern on the card is moving.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552.
So you know how to do math.
I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
I bet it's a happy squirrel.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
Poe and Monroe. With the red hair. She blunked.
Sam, I've just arrested Bronwyn and Lexi. I know I don't really have anything, but they have been winding me up all day, coming in here, talking to me like I'm a suspect, and generally being weird. So, they're safely behind bars now, and presumably Ellis will live. Just keep an eye on Rain. Perhaps he'll take over the job if no one else is around.
But
these were all good
why
signs.
are
White
not
fur.
all of them in a holding
What is
cell?
that? A rat? No, not a rat. A cat.
Red hair
Must be
lady.
Sam.
I like your hair.
I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me.
Why aren't you in the holding cell to be protected? I guess not in a cell, but like just stay with the police people.
Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long.
This is
Only
not
a
your
few
natural
weeks.
hair color, is it?
We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess
Is it the Haley
we
Williams
talked for a
hair
little
dye?
while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing.
What is this
Then she
accent?
kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back.
And why aren't they allowed to wear their piercings?
This is just between us, right? We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy.
Why is everybody so creepy?
Poe, And Dorota. People I say hi to. I have thousands of followers and subscribers, and
Followers and
they
subscribers.
keep me feeling warm when I'm down, but they're not friends. I do get the odd stalker, but that isn't something anyone wants.
Of course it's not your natural hair color. Your eyebrows are brown. And your roots.
Oscar. Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind. But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else.
Like breaking up with him.
I said some guys like to watch. So
I see.
Tell him it would be sexy if he could look, but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be. That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker?
Zach Weston?
It was her mom's. She was saving in case she ever got married.
But was it just like on a hanger or was it in a bag? They're usually in bags.
Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. No. Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him, but Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift. She looked amazing. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam?
It means you had a dream.
I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine. Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt.
Go stay the night with the police.
We're co-hosts
Oh, this poke.
on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding.
We have a job. It's how we keep our funding. Hello.
Sam? You forgot your phone.
Trying to rebuild my life, to find a way to live with the intolerable.
Suspicious.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. I always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
I'm gonna get you, get you, get you, get you.
Then they sent me back into the world with a letter for my physician and a bottle of tranquilizers.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise, I might have to smother you in your sleep.
Okay.
What's your name? I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
Sure.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
I really don't want to mention it.
She has a wicked imagination for her age. Do you think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam.
You're one of them.
I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon.
Interesting thing to say.
I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. A cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. As far as I know, I've gone. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
That was quite a convincing acting performance, thank
That
you.
first time was pretty close, but everyone since has put themselves in my path. It's a...
How could you let Chief Dupont do that? I'm not talking to you until you get this fixed. Bronwyn was on Tarotasm, Sam. Just like she was an hour ago. And they record everything, so her alibi should be without question. She was just lying to protect Lexi. She's maternal like that.
Dark walls with a shuttered double door. Just a drunk taking a piss. I stagger and...
You're only alive because we want you to be.
I completely forgot about that guy from the very beginning.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
You got a light? Voice is higher.
I need to talk about Ellis Monroe.
What have you been doing with Ellis Monroe?
What haven't I been doing?
The tarot readers have predicted that she's the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to fool around?
Do something like what?
No, I do not. I've got more important things to do, Zach.
Well, he had more choices about his life than me.
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow.
He is.
Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota.
You're becoming less
but I don't want
creepy to me,
anything do
though.
with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Relax and open the gates. Let the Slayer come through. Ringside seat as the Terminator or Bruce combined takes control of...
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them, though, so... Unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
I hate how often English people say naughty. It's disgusting.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just, undo a few buttons, yeah?
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you?
She doesn't even
That's
have buttons.
sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
Great
Luckily,
Lord.
they all know the chief's name.
It's a trickle of the stream the Slayer is drawing in. The broken body crumbles in...
Now, what if I become Oscar and go see Zach?
I'm Oscar.
Oh.
Is there anything else I can do?
of a toothsome morsel.
Nothing.
Recalling me to the coldness of the night. Time to get out of here. Not running.
Oh, actually, can I talk
that draws
to...
attention.
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her? Is it really? Tell me.
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being kind?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
Was she leaving you?
I forgive you.
That's so kind of you. Giving me closure. I have so many loose ends. And not much time.
Anonymous block I could find. I relax in a warm bath and wonder whether they've found the body yet. Feel the satiated slumber of the beast.
It finally looped.
Grows easy.
Oh wait, can I want to be Rain and talk to the chief about walking away.
I'm Rain.
The other two.
Hopefully I'll get a bit of peace and my life can be normal.
Okay, never mind.
When to it. I know I can't resist the Slayer's needs, and I have no idea how long it will continue, so I am left to feed the beast.
That wasn't the end of the
old man
chapter.
walked down the alley as fast as his arthritis.
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me. Why? Well, then I've made a mistake. Whoops! A few hours in a cell works magic on most people, even tarot readers. Look, I see you're starting to care for these people already, but Violet's been watching them like a hawk. If you can convince her, you convince me. What do you know about it? It's probably a bit more nuanced than that, but maybe. We've got a new target, Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn was logged into a call centre system called Taratasm. I heard the recordings from last night. It's her voice. So as much as it pains me to say it, Bronwyn isn't a suspect. But Lexi and Rain still are. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
I mean, both of the people that knew about the wedding dress were sleeping with Dorota. And you said Lexi and Rain are still suspicious, but Lexi was also on Tarotasm and you could have looked that up.
Thank you for your dreams. You're listening to Radio August. Monroe.
Cigarette. I can see straight through it from where I sit, even with the smoke trails
Who
from
am I
my gun.
supposed to talk
6
to?
weeks of cheating husbands and damsels in distress. That's...
Oh, I could talk to Lexi, or not Lexi.
Hi,
Violet.
Hi.
As DuPont.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Anymore. She told me to shoot her, so I did.
Claude.
Something, and then
no,
you
I
can't
can't.
resist. Except I think I shot her because I wanted to.
Can't talk to Rain.
Bang, bang, bang. The office door shook with... What a time for company. Had I been set up, I'd shot Vanessa. Wait.
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
To look behind you?
Have I ever let you down? What's...
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
Yes, officer. We've had a report of gunshots coming from this building. Didn't hear a thing, I tell her, smiling sheepishly. Mind if I take a look around? Oh,
I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do right now.
She runs her fingers across the back of my couch. Alpaca? I nod, worriedly. She nods appreciatively. Mind if I try? I protest as she sits down, but it's too late.
Okay, I talked to Violet as Zach, but I haven't talked to
Hello,
Zach as Violet.
I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
The couch, she continues. Why do you keep the quilt on it? I'm in shock.
Hello, lovely. Take a look at this. It's a picture of Dorota.
I do.
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
A girl. What do you see? A girl.
Beautiful lady. I can make you look like that, Violet. You just need to let me.
What
no,
do you
don't
see
want to
in
hear
that
anything.
picture?
Not from an onomat. If you find one, shoot it. That's the only... With them. With that, shut the door firmly.
Violet, if this is about releasing people from prison, the answer is no. I'm going to need hard evidence for that to happen. No. Go! Back to the guest house?
I believe you, I say, looking at my gun. But I just shot you. You didn't shoot me, she smiles. Shot me, and you did. So, my alpaca cow.
I feel like I've done everything.
I point the gun at her and sneer. What do you want from me? I want you to help me make more onomats. I lower the gun. You mean like, babies? No, silly. I mean like this.
What do you know? I'm not sure that changes my mind. We're talking about a possible murderer, Sam. And you're sure it was her?
Even
Then
the
it couldn't be
chief.
her, could it? You want me to tell Claude, don't you? Sorry, I mean Chief DuPont. Fine, I'll call him.
Lung. Read by Jessie Cox. She must be early 20s. The white robes barely cover her, soaked in blood.
No, wait, that's not.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
I wanted to talk to Oscar.
The lifeless vessel in front of him. Cough. Cough. Uncontrollably, Lung adds his own.
Fine. Let me do the paperwork. I'm starting to regret hiring you.
The
Maybe
Shaws
we should
hired me.
concentrate on something else.
He mumbles. After lighting up, he produces a phone from his jacket and hits a speed dial number.
There's
After
not a
few rings,
hint
it's answered.
option.
Mrs. Hedges.
Oh no, they're out.
I think
I
I
can
found
talk
her.
to them now.
A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs.
Maybe
Not fair, is
Scottish,
it?
not Irish.
3 is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from.
It's like Portia de
Maybe
Rossi's
3
accent.
is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel.
I was told not to mention that.
Was it a gold coin? That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing. It's a bit showy, but well, there's no guarantees.
It's Greek mythology.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead.
I would also say she's blonde, but she dyed her hair.
No. I can do a reading if you want.
Sure. She sounded blonde on the radio.
Chariot. Is Zach a suspect? I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it? Yes, of course, anything. I've already been doing that, but Sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
I know! As fast as I can. I love you.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do. Who's that? Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
Cough. Coughing like it's her She looks down pitifully at Mom and shrugs.
No.
Gotta find me a good one.
Dreams?
And nightmares.
Now Rain should talk to me, because I got them out of prison.
Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free. In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it.
What color was
He
their
pleaded
hair?
not guilty for reason of temporary insanity.
And he got off? He still killed 3 people.
The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveler.
They maybe have not attended to their family as they wanted to.
Quite right, that the situation is...
It's 9
Here we
o'clock
go.
and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until
Still
she
can't see me
returns.
because the mic's at my face.
Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
to yours, but please don't hesitate to reach out to those that you love.
You're so right, Monroe.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends.
Probably don't say that.
Only a madman.
Madman.
Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor's surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course.
This guy does not stop shaking his head.
We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger?
She's... Oh, I thought he was talking about Dorota.
Tarot. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a
Now I
life
have
on
a
the high
17th
seas,
follower.
found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet.
So
On
this
that
guy's
note,
a
I
performer.
should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
Falls to the floor.
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much. Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
You're after the women.
Slowly down the street,
And the
leaning heavily on his
children,
tripod-ended
too.
walking stick. He paused to pull it.
What say you?
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
Had driven people off the streets, and this old-timer was out late. The youth...
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting.
You're going?
I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
He paused for a moment.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news.
From the movie Heavy Rain? I mean game Heavy Rain?
Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name. And no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Alice Monroe?
Put her in a holding cell.
I'll send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. so be extra vigilant.
What do you mean you're sticking me with Danny?
What's wrong with Danny?
Danny is basically doing out a scream.
Oh,
I'm a sitting duck.
I didn't know that.
Isn't there anyone else? You? Yes, you. Please, will you stay with me?
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. Thanks for staying with me, Sam. I know it's dangerous. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you are. It's almost 10 o'clock, Sam. When's it gonna be over? You said Bronwyn will call when it's safe. Should we call them now?
Why
or
would Bronwyn call?
are we just supposed to wait? I know you're just being good, but that's kind of easy for you to say right now. I think I'm probably gonna have a heart attack before anyone gets a chance to kill me. That's the door. That's the door, Sam. What are we gonna do?
Just stay away from the windows.
Alice, thank God. I've been outside all the time, okay? Bronwyn Castle just called. She said the danger is over. They've done a new reading. There's another victim now. Look, Danny's outside. He's going to take you somewhere safe, okay? Sam, I think you should find out who the next victim's going to be. Then come and see me in my office.
Who was the red-headed
It's
lady
11
laying in the
o'clock.
bed
I'm Poe,
earlier?
and this is your August update. Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. We can't predict that. The next victim, it's you. I'm sorry. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him.
Close.
You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
I have to make this decision now?
During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
That's what I thought. That is what I thought. The most suspicious is Chief DuPont. Because I was there to protect Ellis, and he showed up, and then I got an achievement saying, congratulations, you saved Ellis. So if I weren't there, the chief was there to do something. Why was the chief there at all? Because he said he was going to send Danny. It's him.
It's a serious sign. I'm going to lose my patience in a minute.
Are you fucking kidding me? Zach is incredibly suspicious. Violet's suspicious. Rain is already an almost convicted murderer. But that doesn't mean he did it. But do Bronwyn and Lexi know about that? Because I wasn't given the chance to talk to them about it. Poe is just creepy. Ellis is kind of suspicious. I don't think it's Bronwyn. Lexi's crazy. Sam is me. Sure, I'll go with Sam.
You want me to lock you up? I see. We're at that stage already, are we? Just do your job, Sam. It's obviously not you. Give me a name.
I've given you 2 names. I don't think Oscar's anything but them playing down Oscar so much. Why was he playing soccer at 9:30 at night? And he left to go to his aunt's house? I mean, straight up, Zach just needs to be arrested.
I don't trust him either. He's definitely creepy. I'll go and pick him up myself. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. Maybe he'll confess too.
Zach's creepy enough to be arrested, even on...
If you pick the wrong person, you're still in danger.
I don't think he was the killer, though. But it would have to be someone relatively strong to strangle someone to death and be able to fight
Sam,
them off, or
you
not
asked for
be
these
able to be
earlier.
fought off.
Make sure you get some sleep now. You'll need it. Night.
When did I ask for scissors? I think Violet's the red herring because she has red hair.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks.
Alice has no reason to
I hear the
kill.
chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Sam, you're awake. How convenient. I'm sorry, I am going to have to kill you. Sorry, what was that?
I can't quite understand you with all that tape over your mouth. But you know too much, Sam. And you're getting annoying. They had to kill those girls. Zach doesn't know what he's doing. He loves me, not them.
You were so obviously the bad guy that I didn't think you were the bad guy.
They're not marriage material. I'm marriage material.
Where did you get a plastic gun in the
Those
UK?
little bitches until he wakes up. But in the meantime, I have to deal with you, Sam.
There's not even a hole in the barrel. She won't know which one to shoot.
Who are you?
You're
Violet?
You're me. No. No, you can't be.
Aliens.
No, it's not real. Unless I am actually going mad. No, it can't be real. Are you real? Am I real? Tell Zach I love him.
Sam, this does not look good. All I've really got is your word, because Violet's already dead. We'll need to wait for the prints to come back on the gun. Assuming yours aren't on it, then we'll take whatever you say. But still, Violet? I hope she really was the killer. Otherwise we still have one walking around.
I mean, she admitted she was. Zach still needs to be arrested, though.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive.
Did I win?
Enjoy the journey, Sam. Don't think of things as ending. Something new is beginning. There's nothing you could have done about Violet. You lived, so you won. If life's a game, then staying alive is the ultimate prize. Don't forget that. It's not your fault. What could you have done differently?
Sam, I'm so glad you're here. When I heard, I got so scared. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives. I see. Nice thing. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Heart wants what it wants. Perhaps you should go for a while so I can have a little cry. I'll be okay though.
Sam, you're safe. Thank Christ.
You creep.
Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
I can kiss him. Kiss him.
Well, Sam, I didn't think...
I didn't know that was an option. I didn't get the...
This changes things.
I didn't think he was coming on to me at all. This murderer.
I didn't think
Kiss
you'd
her
leave
too.
without saying goodbye.
Why would they...
People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad that someone like you are around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me. Sam, you already did. That's why I'm here talking to you. And I won't forget it. Heroes don't always get on the news, but they always burn bright in the hearts of the people they save. You have an impact, Sam. Everyone does. They just forget. Keep saving people for me, you hear?
Bye, Sam.
Sam, you win some, you lose some. You're still alive, so we'll call this a no-score draw. I'm going to miss Violet. She was a good kid. It's just her prints on the gun. Well, her and Zach Weston's. That's a whole other story. Sam, I don't know what you do or how you do it, but you get answers that most people can't. Can't have you work at the station for obvious reasons, but I do want to work with you. Sam, these are for you. It's a little office just next door to the laundrette in August. August, you're home now. We want you here.
What? Why? Zach's fingerprints were also on the gun, so it was probably Zach's gun. But Violet was the one killing everyone. And she's dead, and I had Zach arrested, so I did good. I win. I chose the right guy.
And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old.
Oh, you were the one in the bed.
I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly.
Getting murdered?
Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you? Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well?
No.
Augmentation.
Not deprecation.
Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
Pie. Enter Secret Agent X augmented you.
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human?
No.
Do you have feelings?
Eh.
Then we'll need to work on that. Do plants have feelings?
Yes.
It hasn't worked. It's stuck in compliance mode.
What?
Can we get someone in here, please?
It hasn't worked. That was weird as hell.